So guys, you're starting your social media marketing agency, or maybe you already have started one. You're looking to get clients, you have an idea about how you're going to do your outreach, you know how to price your services, but who pays for the ad spend? So guys, welcome back to the channel. Montel Gordon here. Feels good to be back on YouTube. I've actually just come back from the United States. I actually had a holiday. I took a vacation out to New York with a couple of friends of mine. Shout out to my friends if you're watching this. That holiday was literally legendary. That holiday was something it wasn't even remotely possible this time last year. This time last year, I was really just getting started in the whole consulting, offering a service online type of thing. I actually was helping people generate leads for their agency. So I was actually being a consultant and actually consulting people on about how to go about generating leads, because I actually figured out a way to generate leads really quickly with an automated system, which is called my lead sourcing alchemy system. If you still want to enroll in that program, I'm actually going to be updating that program as time goes along as well. So if you want to enroll in that, I'll leave a link below. But guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, make sure you turn on the notification bell, and actually make sure you drop a comment. I believe I already said that, but it really does help me with the algorithm here on YouTube. YouTube's always changing shit around, and it really does help me with the algorithm. It helps me reach more people and spread positivity and spread my message to more people. So guys, like I said, I've actually just come back from New York City. I was out there for 10 days with a couple of friends of mine. I think there were 6 of us in total. Yes, there were 6 of us, and we had a great time. We just went out partying. We did all the sightseeing stuff. Well, I did anyway. I went to the top of the Empire State Building. I seen the Statue of Liberty. I did all sorts of great stuff. Went through Central Park, hired bikes for Central Park. I'll probably release a whole vlog on that. But in today's video, what I want to break down is who pays for the ad spend when you have a client. How do you go about, charging the ad spend? Do you even charge the ad spend? Who pays for the ad spend? How does that go about? What's the conversation there? So guys, without any further ado, let's break this down ASAP. So who should be paying the ad spend for when it comes to client campaigns? Now, I'll keep this short and sweet. I'll get straight to the point. Your client pays for the ads. You do not pay for the ads. With that being said, what I want you to do is make sure you keep your ad spend and your service price completely separate. You need to go in and frame it that way. So whenever you're talking to a potential client, you need to make sure that they understand that your service fee and the fee for the ads, so the ad spend budget, so the money you're actually going to be using to pay Facebook to actually run the ads and serve up impressions and stuff like that, is completely separate to your ad spend. They're 2 completely separate entities, 2 separate things, and you need to keep that separate. So guys, when you keep these 2 different fees completely separate, it just makes everything very streamlined, very automated, very easy to see how much is going out each and every month and what you're getting paid and stuff like that. So guys, like I said, your client pays for the ads, and you want to keep your service fee and the ad spend budget completely separate. Now, the best way to do this is make sure you frame it correctly. And what I mean by that is you don't want to seem like you're charging your potential client twice. Nobody likes paying for anything twice, guys. Now, the way how I frame this is when it comes to the sales call, at the end of the sales call, and I drop my price, my service fee, I'll say my fee for managing all of this for you is only. That's a little bit of a sales strategy I use, by the way. If you want to take that, feel free to take inspiration from that. But what I do is I'll say, to manage all of this for you, so I make it seem big, it's only X dollars per month. So I'll say, to manage all of your Facebook ads and your campaigns for you, it's only $1,000 per month. And then you decide your ad spend. You see, that's the key there. I say at the end of my price, I say, and then you decide the ad spend. So that key little phrase there ensures that they know that my service fee is completely separate from the fee that's going to be used on Facebook ads. Now guys, how do you go about doing this and separating the fees and stuff like that? So first and foremost guys, how you go about separating these fees is this. So you want to make sure you're not actually charging your client for the ads. So for example, let's say theoretically speaking, you're going to use $500 for the ads and your service fee is $1,000. You don't then charge your client $1,500. You don't actually take that ad spend budget from them. What you do is you keep their card on file. And what I mean by that is, in the back end of Facebook, when you get access to their ad account, you want to make sure that in your onboarding process, they've actually set up their ad account in the correct way. And for those of you guys who are in my full mentorship program, I show you exactly how to do this with an automated funnel that onboards clients for you automatically. If you guys want more information about that, I'll leave a link below. But essentially guys, what you need to do is make sure that your client's card is actually linked up with their ad account, their own ad account, and then you gain access to their ad account when you onboard them. So guys, in layman's terms, in the most simple way I can put this, your client's card is connected to their ad account. You then, as an third party, get access to their ad account, and you can spend X amount of dollars on the ad account. And guys, you want to make sure you obviously set a limit when you go in and actually, you know, start running ads on your client's ad account, so you don't accidentally overspend. Make sure you don't accidentally overspend. You probably wouldn't overspend, guys, because you should be checking up on your client's campaigns regularly enough to know how much you're actually spending and whatnot. So guys, the big question I know you guys are all probably having right now is, okay, Montel, I understand that now my service fee is completely separate. And by the way, if you don't know how to price your services, I'll leave a link. I don't know which side it is, but I'll leave the little card. You know those YouTubers that show you the card at the top? I'm trying to upgrade the personal brand here, so I'll throw in the card there. I'm not too sure what side it is, but you'll be able to click on that video, and that's a video about how to price your services. You'll probably need to watch that first in order to understand this next point. So when it comes to setting an ad spend budget, because I know a lot of you get confused about this, because you ask me this all the time, especially on my Instagram. If you haven't followed my Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. But essentially guys, when you are deciding ad spend budget, first of all, you need to be speaking with your client, talking about what their actual goals are, what the outcomes are going to be for each and every month, how many customers they're trying to generate, what their customer lifetime value is, what you're actually going to be charging them service fee wise, so you can see how much it's going to cost them in total, so you can formulate what it's going to take you in order to generate them, so that they can get a 2x or 3x return on investment. You see, again, this probably won't make sense to you unless you watch the how to price your services video here on my channel. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is you want to make sure you reverse engineer your numbers. You need to know what you're aiming for that particular month, in terms of how many customers you're trying to generate. First of all, how many leads you're trying to generate, what their conversion rate is to, leads to an actual customer, and how many customers they're trying to generate each and every month. And then you can decide your ad spend budget. So guys, I wasn't really planning on jumping into my computer, but I just think it might be easier for you to see on the screen if I just break down these numbers really quickly on my laptop. So what I'll do is I'll jump into my computer, I'll show you how you can figure out how much ad spend budget you need realistically, because I don't think anybody's actually done this on YouTube. I've not seen anybody do this quite in as detail like this. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into my laptop. And by the way, if the audio is bad on this video or on my laptop, please forgive me. I have forgot my mics. They're actually at home. I'm not at home right now, so please forgive me if the audio is bad. But without any further ado, let's jump into my laptop real quick. So guys, there's a couple things you're going to need to figure out and work out and speak to your client about. So first and foremost, you're going to need the client's customer lifetime value. That's what CLTV stands for, customer lifetime value. So guys, let's say you're in the gym niche and your client's customer's lifetime value is $500. So each customer is worth $500 to those. Now you need to figure out what the average cost per lead is. So how much is going to cost you to generate a new gym lead for them. So if you don't know this number, you can actually go and look at industry average if you just go and Google this. So if you go to Google and just type in what's the average cost per lead for gyms, you can actually go and find that number pretty easily. By the way, guys, these are all like really random made up numbers, so don't copy this, but obviously plug and play your numbers here where it makes sense to. So guys, let's say you talk to your client and you ask them what their conversion rate is. So you need to go and ask your client what their actual conversion rate is. So you need to basically sit them down and be like, so so and so, let's say their name's John. So John, let's say if I bring you 10 leads, out of every 10 leads, how many do you reckon you can convert into a new customer? So you need to go and ask them that, and they will give you a figure. If they don't know a figure, ask them to ballpark the figure, but you need to get this figure. So or else the rest of the formula won't basically work. So guys, let's say that the conversion rate is 10%. Now, once you figured out your service fee, again, service fee is completely separate from ad spend budget. If you don't know how to price your services, go and watch my previous video to see how you work out your service fee. Now, I recommend you aim for at least a 2x return on your service fee. So what I mean by that is, if your service fee is $1,000, so you're going to be charging them $1,000 per month, you want to make sure you're bringing them back at least double. Now, I actually recommend you do a 3x ROI, but at the bare minimum, you should be doing a 2x return on investment, guys. So guys, in this particular scenario, to make your client in this with these numbers a 2x return on investment on your service fee, you need to basically make them 2K in that single month based on customer lifetime value. Again, customer lifetime value is basically how much a customer is worth to your client over their lifetime, essentially. So how you figure this out is you take the what you're trying to aim for, which is $2,000. Let me just put the dollar sign here, and you divide it by the customer lifetime value, which means you need to generate them 4 new customers in a single month for that month to have had a 2x return on your service fee. Now, once you've got this magical number, it becomes really easy, especially when you have the conversion rate as well, because to get 4 new customers at a 10% conversion rate, you need to generate them 40 leads in one single month. So what I mean by that is, in order to get them 4 new customers, you need to generate 40 leads, and if their number is 1 in every 10, that means they're going to generate 4 new customers. So the math works out. Now, all you have to do now is take your 40 leads and times it by your cost per lead. So 40 leads will actually cost you $400 based on the cost per lead figure. CPL stands for cost per lead. Cost per lead basically means how much it's costing you to generate 1 new lead. And again, in this scenario, to get a 2x return on investment and to generate 4 new customers, we need to generate 40 leads, which is going to cost $400 in 1 month. So that would be your ad spend budget. So $400 equals ad spend budget for that month. So guys, that's the exact same formula I use to actually figure out what the ad spend budget is going to be for my clients. Again, make sure you're factoring in certain things here and there. So let's say you're working with an e-commerce client, it's going to be obviously a little bit different because you're not trying to generate leads here, you're trying to generate sales. So you probably need to factor in what it's costing you per sale, basically, or per add to cart. How many of those add to carts then turn to actual purchases, that sort of stuff. So make sure you just get your numbers and then reverse engineer your numbers step by step. Work with your client, ask them what the conversion rate is if you're working with like local businesses where they have to convert the leads themselves. But essentially, guys, that's the formula I use. Hopefully you can take this and implement it and reverse engineer the numbers in your particular niche, whatever niche you may be in. I believe this will work for pretty much every niche. There probably is a few exceptions here and there to the rule, there always is. Now guys, with that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this video and I hope that this formula has helped you out a little bit. I hope that it's cleared up the whole, who pays for the ad spend, how do you go about separating it. Again guys, it's really easy. Your ad spend and your service fee, completely 2 different things. You want to frame it in a way where it sounds like the client's not getting charged twice. The way how I do that is by saying my service fee is X per month, and then you decide your own ad budget. That basically makes it sound like they are in control of their ad budget, but it also makes it sound like it's 2 different 2 completely separate things. That's a great way to frame it, and that's the way how I do it. The way you go about getting ad spend is you don't then charge your client. For example, if the ad spend budget is going to be $500 and your service fee is $1,000, you don't then charge them $1,500. You just charge them $1,000, and then what happens is their card is linked to their ad account. You get access to their ad account and you run ads on their behalf, and you can spend up up to that $500. So you've only charged them $1,000, but their card, their own Amex or whatever you want to call it, is on their ad account, and then you can just use the ad account and spend money for the ads on there. And that's how you want to go about separating it. And this formula right here that I've actually just shown you a second ago on my laptop is the same formula I use to actually figure out ad spend budget. So with that being said, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you've gained some sort of knowledge, some wisdom from this. If you have, please drop me a like, comment, and subscribe. Again, it really helps me with the algorithm. For those of you who are wondering about my 4-week mentorship program, that is still on. I am now enrolling new students because it's the start of February right now, and I do have spots open. I don't like to work with too many people at one time, and that's not no BS scarcity type shit. You guys know me, I'm straight authentic. I don't like to wear myself thin. I have clients and whatnot I have to attend to. I have a business to run as well. Got the YouTube thing, the agency. It can get hectic. I don't want to take too many people on at once. I'm just one dude. Obviously I have contractors and whatnot. But guys, with that being said, I'll leave the links below for any one-on-one coaching you guys need, whether that be a single coaching call or the 4-week mentorship program. I'll leave that below. But again, guys, make sure you drop me a like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me with the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.